It's time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news on 95.1 FM, weather always comes first. Increasing precipitation chances, including mountain snow, as well as much cooler temperatures and gusty winds for the west, kick off this week. Much above record-tying and breaking warmth for portions of the plains and Midwest through midweek, while showers and storms for the Great Lakes roll in tomorrow. Closer to home, normal to near record temperature is expected to continue through tomorrow before a cool front brings temperatures back to seasonal values by the end of the week. Winds are expected to become breezy by this afternoon, then breezy to windy tomorrow, and a return to quieter weather with light winds by Wednesday through the end of the week. We'll have another look at the weather following this news. Officials in New Mexico have charged 35-year-old Thomas Lee Chaffins by criminal complaint on multiple counts of sexual abuse. Chaffins, who the U.S. Attorney General for the District of New Mexico's office describes as an enrolled member of the Mescalero Apache tribe, appeared before a federal judge earlier this month. He now awaits trial. Federal prosecutors have accused Chaffins of engaging in sexual acts with a teenager who was allegedly intoxicated at that time. Chaffins faces up to life in prison if convicted. The Alamogordo Chess Club's weekly meetings are at Plateau Espresso every Monday from 4 until 7. It is casual chess, so pair up with whomever's available. No membership requirements or fees. Simply show up with a board, set it up, and play. The zoo is also hosting Halloween night. You're invited to join the zoo for trick-or-treating on Halloween night, which is Thursday, October 31st. Bring the whole family for a howling good time filled with candy, costumes, and critters. Come dressed in your best costume and get ready for a spooky adventure at the zoo. The Alamo Senior Center presents the Halloween Dance Party happening this Thursday from 2 until 4:30. Music by Chica and Demand. Light refreshments will be on hand. The cost is only $5 at the door. There is also a Halloween costume contest, so come dressed to impress and to scare. Local author Dr. Becca Michael and her friend Taco the Chicken have a new book coming out in a couple of weeks.
We're going to have the book signing Saturday.
And you can get that book over at the train depot and take a ride on that train, because that's always been a lot of fun.
Oh, it is. The toy train is awesome. And the people there are very, very sweet.
November 2nd at the Toy Train Depot. A story we've covered multiple times over the last few months looks to be concluding soon. After 5 months of no hot water, no heat, and no gas, well, that's about to change for both Amber Skies and Desert Palms. In June, a resident reported the smell of a natural gas odor. Technicians responded and identified above-ground leaks at multiple locations. Flowing gas was stopped through the master meter, which serves the entire community. The mobile home court management was alerted of the need to repair before gas service could be restored. Resident Alice Evans spoke with KOB.
I had to buy a little hot plate to cook on. I've had to heat my water in a little pitcher, little electric teapot that I have. I have cold shower.
A statement from the owner says they've been making attempts at repairs, but the issues have not been resolved. The owner of Desert Palms is out of California and doesn't want to speak to the media, so we got to take them at their word. Resident Carolyn Ross called the New Mexico State Regulation and Licensing Department.
I got a fancy letter with the governor's letterhead listing all the code violations. They gave me the code violation determination. It's all fancy and legal and looks good, and then told me to go hire a lawyer. They're not going to enforce it. They're not going to help me. All the people on this code violation determination walked away scot-free to do this to the next innocent victim.
However, the state's Manufactured Housing Division dropped Ross's case for, you ready for this? Lack of jurisdiction. Shara Atkinson, also a resident, spoke with KALH about the progress of the work.
They are starting the second phase of it. They're running they're ramming the pipes underground. Should have been started today. We didn't see anybody today, so I'm assuming tomorrow. That's about all we know. He's not coming through with a lot of information.
The White Sands mobile home community has also been impacted by a gas leak. Well, today is Monday. That means we get an update from Animal Village NM.
Hi, this is Sunny Harris with Animal Village NM. In New Mexico, we face a heartbreaking reality. Our state has the highest rate of pet abandonment in America. As military families navigate frequent relocations, the impact of pet abandonment becomes even more pronounced. Every year, countless cats and dogs find themselves in animal facilities waiting for a forever home only to face the risk of euthanasia if it doesn't work out. However, there's a way for military members to help alleviate this pressing issue by fostering pets instead of adopting them outright. Fostering is a temporary commitment that allows families to provide a safe, loving environment for animals in need. It offers military families the opportunity to engage with pets without the long-term responsibility of ownership, making it an ideal solution for those who relocate frequently. Fostering teaches children valuable life lessons about responsibility and compassion, helping them understand the importance of caring for animals and the impact their actions can have on their lives. When children learn to care for a foster pet, they develop empathy and responsibility. They witness firsthand the joy of nurturing a living being and the pride that comes from helping them to find a committed, lifetime home for that animal. By fostering, families can be part of the solution to the overwhelming problem of pet overpopulation. This experience not only benefits the pet, but also enriches the lives of military families, creating lasting memories and connections. Fostering is particularly crucial in New Mexico, where pet abandonment rates are alarmingly high. Many military families know they will be relocating often, and fostering offers a responsible alternative to adoption. Rather than adopting a pet only to surrender that pet later, families can provide a safe haven for animals until they find their forever homes. This ensures that pets are not left abandoned at the pound where they face uncertain futures. In a culture that often overlooks the plight of shelter animals, fostering represents a compassionate choice. By opening their homes to foster pets, military families can help combat pet abandonment and overpopulation, demonstrating their commitment to animal welfare. If you're a military family considering bringing a pet into your home, think about fostering first. It's a rewarding experience and compassion taught to your children while saving the lives of animals who deserve forever love and care. And remember that Animal Village is there for low-income families every second Tuesday of each month at the White Sands Mall, registering low-income families with pets for low-cost surgeries. All the details are on our social media pages, so check us out on Facebook and Instagram and our website, animalvillagenm.org, animalvillagenm.org.
News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Local news from local perspectives, from local voices. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Local sports, local events, and local happenings and more. Nonprofit owned and operated by Second Life Media. We are Otero County. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Heard daily on Crazy KALH Radio 95.1.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
This is Lieutenant William Skaggs with Alamogordo Fire Department. We would like to wish the community of Alamogordo a happy and safe Halloween. We would also like to extend an invitation to all the trick-and-treaters to come by our main stations to receive some candy on Halloween evening. Fire Station 1 at 619 Texas Avenue, Fire Station 5 at 1492 South Florida, and Fire Station 6 at 3100 North Florida will be handing out candy to all the ghouls. Please come by and see us on Halloween night.
How do airplanes fly? What's in this box? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious about everything, including guns. Learn how to store your gun securely and make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
22-year-old Alberto Verdugo has been charged by the Lee County Sheriff's Office for the murder of 17-year-old Jabrian Lowe. On October 19th, a Lee County Sheriff's Office deputy pulled over a vehicle that had swerved into oncoming traffic in Hobbs. They found Lowe, who had been shot, and a 16-year-old passenger. Lowe later succumbed to his injuries at the hospital. The passenger told deputies that as the two were driving, a red car pulled up next to him and then fired into the vehicle, striking Lowe. Verdugo was identified as the suspect. Verdugo told investigators he'd fired in self-defense from his vehicle. He said he saw a gun being pointed at him. As he passed that vehicle Lowe was in. Investigators said during the search they did not find any evidence of a gun in the victim's vehicle or on the victim or passenger. In the 96-year history of the Las Cruces Police Department, not one officer had been lost in the line of duty until this year. Officer Jonah Hernandez is one of many who will be inducted at the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial. That's in Washington, D.C. in May. Chief Jeremy Story with the Las Cruces PD spoke with KRQE.
We'll have an officer that's on the wall that's honored during the candlelight vigil and the services. And I think it means a lot for the department. I wish we were continuing our trend of just going to support other departments that have lost officers, but it helps bring closure to the officers in the department, but really even more so for his family.
Hernandez was responding to a trespassing call when the suspect stabbed him in an unprovoked attack. Officer Anthony Ferguson with the Alamogordo Police Department and Michael Moran with the Cortez Police Department were both honored last year. Flooding in Roswell left devastation that people are still cleaning up after they began to traverse their long road to recovery. Tracy Phillips, the owner of Cheapskates, had to close the roller rink because of a leak caused by the heavy rain. Then the rink was flooding. Phillips spoke with KOB.
The floor is the main thing that's going to have to be done. Of course, anytime you get water in there, the concrete, you have to worry about, the integrity of the concrete, especially where we've had to patch, cracks or things like that. And of course, the paint, that's all bubbled up and ruined.
Phillips added that the roller rink sat under 3 inches of water and anticipates they'll be open again by the first week of November if everything goes to plan. FEMA is already on the ground, going home to home to support and collect data. Allie Rye, the director of the Department of Homeland Security, said, "You shouldn't wait for FEMA or state personnel to come to your door. You do need to take pictures of everything and calculate how much you're spending to clean up."
We ask that FEMA accompanies us to verify that the costs that we are marking or the houses that we are considered destroyed, damaged, or impacted match their criteria.
The Department of Homeland Security is also setting up a 24/7 hotline that you can call for any updates, questions, or concerns. 833-663-4736. The campaign of former President Donald Trump, the Republican candidate for president in the November 5th election, has announced he's going to be visiting Albuquerque on Thursday to hold a rally at noon. The location has not yet been announced. The latest poll shows that Harris leads Trump in the land of enchantment. Trump plans on trying to flip that. Tickets are available online on a first-come, first-served basis, and you can find more information by visiting the Republican Party of Otero County Facebook page. The Greater Las Cruces Chamber of Commerce is telling every voter in the area to vote against the ballot measure that would increase the gross receipts tax. The Chamber's Board of Directors argues this measure was fast-tracked and not given enough time for research. They also argue that the ballot measure's wording is very general in scope and provides no written guarantee. The community has not received enough clear and concise communication on this matter. The city of Las Cruces is wanting to increase the tax in order to increase funding for capital improvement projects, maintaining public safety and facilities, as well as supporting infrastructure. Sports and weather are coming up next. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in New Mexico is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, it just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the New Mexico Activities Association and the New Mexico Athletic Directors Association.
There are 5 matches for New Mexico volleyball today, including Goddard at Lovington. Your Crazy Radio spot-on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for sunny skies, winds gusting up to 28 miles per hour. Mostly clear tonight, winds gusting up to 25. Sunny and windy tomorrow, areas of afternoon patchy blowing dust, wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour. Your high today in the Basin, 85, low tonight of 61, high tomorrow, 78 degrees. In Cloudcroft, sunny skies today, winds gusting as high as 30 miles per hour. Mostly clear tonight, winds gusting up to 31. Sunny and windy tomorrow, winds gusting as high as 40. Your high today in Cloudcroft, 65, low tonight of 44. Wind chill is going to make it feel like it's 36. High tomorrow, 57 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.org, and learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting KALHradio.org. Also, check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. Well, that concludes this Monday edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.